Okay, so in this video, I want to show you guys how you can make money from YouTube, even if you're not the brightest. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I have a bunch of channels on YouTube that are making a good amount of money. And they're making money not because I'm like really smart or something, but it's more because I understand a pretty simple strategy and I just continuously follow it, and that's able to make me a lot of money on YouTube. And so if you start to understand and also apply the strategies that I'm showing in this video, I think you, even if you're not that smart, will also be able to get similar results. So just to show you guys, here's one channel, here's another channel, here's another. And then also when I did a side hustle called YouTube automation, ignoring some of these recent results because that was from someone else, all of the money that we earned over here on this channel, as well as all the money we earned over here on this channel, you could see it was like $160 a day on this one and like $290 a day on this one. All of this is from applying the principles that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So with that being said, how do you actually start making money from YouTube? Well, the first thing is you figure out something to post videos about. This is step one in the process, and it's called picking a niche. Now, there's actually a lot of disagreement on whether you need to really niche down on YouTube or on social media, or whether you yourself are the niche. Like, is your individual personality the niche? For example, think of Joe Rogan. What niche is Joe Rogan in? Well, he is a weird combination of he's super into fighting, he's somewhat into conspiracy theories, he's into talking and podcasts. So what niche is Joe Rogan? Well, he kind of just is the niche. However, I do think, especially to start, it is helpful to make videos about a specific topic so that people who are gonna watch you will continue re-watching you regularly for the same general types of videos. Like for me, one of the things I really like talking about is how to make money and how to make money online. And so that's why I started this channel called Money Mind News. It's a place for me to talk about ways that you can make money online. And since that's what most of my audience knows me for and watches me for, my videos that have to do with making money online or making money on social media tend to be the ones that perform the best. You can see my videos on Snapchat, TikTok, my video on clipping with WAP. All of these videos kind of tended to do the best compared to all the other videos that I posted. So if you have a niche, people will continuously watch you for that. And that's why I do recommend picking a niche at the start, but don't feel like you're absolutely tied down to a niche. Just understand that it will help. Then number two is decide shorts versus long. Or you can also do both, but for me, I have some channels that are more short form oriented, like the YouTube automation channels that I ran, and some that are more long form oriented, like Money Mind News, which can also be a good way to make money. I'm not gonna go super into depth on how much money you can make from each of these. That's gonna be a whole video for itself, like what the RPM actually looks like on every single platform and every single format of content. But just know that it's easier to get views on shorts, but it has a shorter lifespan and typically pays you less per 1,000 views compared to long form. My recommendation is that if you're completely new to social media, you can start with short form because it's way easier to get started, get videos out, and start iterating and getting quick feedback. And based on that, you can then try to make longer and longer videos and eventually get into long form. The third thing you might want to do is decide faceless versus face. Are you starting a channel that you're trying to personally brand and become known for and associate your face with it? There's a lot of advantages with that because that means that you get compounding, benefiting reputation and you get to build your personal brand, which can be very valuable to you in the long term. But the downside to it is that then you can't really scale it out to the same way that you could scale out a channel that doesn't have any face in it. Like the animal channels that I used to run on faceless YouTube automation, these are all videos that didn't include any human being's face in it, which meant we could do it not only on one channel, but do the exact same thing on a second channel, and it didn't require our time because we could have editors make the videos for us. Then number four, start getting serious about retention. I'll show you an example of this on a recent juggling video that I posted. This one right here that I posted pretty recently got 12.6 million views, and I want you to take a look under the engagement tab on YouTube and how much retention I actually had. You can see that this video here, especially right up to this point, had 64% of people still watching. And 66.8% of people stayed to watch. So that means only 30% actually swiped when they were initially shown the video to the next one. And of the people who stayed to watch, a lot of them were still watching even after the 1 minute mark. You can see here, this is something that I might want to be able to improve in the future because there was a lot of drop off right after 1 minute and 9 seconds in this video. But basically the core point here is that what social media platforms really care about is you getting a lot of watch time on your videos. That's kind of how they determine, is this a good video or is it not? Obviously, there's a lot of things that go into the algorithm and no one really knows exactly how it works, but we do know that retention is a very important metric when it comes to virality. So based on that, you need to start trying to base your videos around retention specifically. How do I start my first 3 seconds of a video that prevents the person from scrolling? How do I keep the video engaging throughout it so that people don't scroll until the very, very end? Or maybe they even rewatch the video twice. These are all things that the best content creators, including me, try to optimize for, because when you optimize for it more, you get more views, and if I go to the revenue here, you make more money from it. So once you start getting serious about retention, you start improving on every video. You keep posting and you keep improving every single time and seeing, how could I have made this more engaging? How could I have retained more of the audience? And how could I make this video that I'm trying to make even better? Again, this applies whether you're doing content in the make money niche, which I have a channel on, or whether you're doing content in the juggling niche, which I also have a channel on. All of these are different examples of how you could apply the same framework to go viral and start making money with YouTube. On the improve, by the way, I'd also say reinforce what you're doing with actual research. Start going on YouTube and scrolling through other videos and seeing what's working, and use those ideas to try to make videos that can work well for you. Basically, the video that I'm showing you here that actually got 12 million or some views and made 1.7K. This was inspired by another video on YouTube that I saw that went pretty viral. And it was basically a skit where it was like two criminals coming up with some master plan to try to make money. And this guy describes an entire plan of how they're gonna, go to the bank, get a job in there, wait 20 to 30 years, and then leave, and they're gonna get paid. And the other guy's like, bro, what you just described is called a job. And that was the whole skit. And I was like, wait, I could apply this to juggling and be like, oh, guys, here's how you can trick people into making them think you can juggle. All you have to do is this, 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 and then finally you've tricked them. And then as expected, all the comments were basically just people saying, wait, I think you just actually taught me how to juggle, which is exactly what I did. And so reinforcing your expectation of whether a video can go viral with research of what has gone viral in the past is very, very valuable. And lastly, I want to talk about step number 6 when it comes to monetization, and that's to take advantage of all platforms. Personally, I use a tool called Repurpose for this, which I'll leave in the description, and you can start 100% for free. It costs nothing. And what it allows you to do is set up automations between platforms. So I have it set up so that whenever I post on Instagram, it automatically gets reposted to every single other social media platform, including YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat, all of which have made me money. In fact, just to show you guys on screen now, just this month, the month's not even over, I'm already looking at almost an extra $2,000 just from posting my videos to TikTok. So I highly recommend Repurpose to be able to do that, because not only can you make money from YouTube, but you could also make money from TikTok, Snapchat. And if you integrate the right things into your videos, you can even make money from platforms like X and Pinterest that don't even have ad revenue as the way that they pay you. But obviously more on that in a future video. So again, the link to Repurpose will be in the description, and I hope you guys actually got some good value out of this video. I really make these to try to show you guys how people are actually making money online and how you can actually do the same thing. And so that really lays out the step-by-step framework on how you can actually make money with YouTube. As always, we really hope that at Repurpose you love what we're doing here and the value that we're trying to provide. And if you do like it, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I'll catch you all in the next one, and peace.